She's one of my dear, dear friends for many, many, many years, and we've remained very close.
And to my friends, I love you dearly. You know who you are.
And Kate, that's my homegirl.
She's my homie.
I love you, sweetheart.
Kate, love you, babe. Congrats again.
Thank you, darling.
I love Leo. I love him with all my heart.
I love you with all my heart, I really do.
For years, people have speculated about one question that never seemed to go away. After countless interviews, public appearances, and decades of avoiding a direct answer, Leonardo DiCaprio has finally spoken about the subject that Titanic fans have obsessed over for generations: why he never married Kate Winslet. What he revealed was not a shocking scandal or a hidden betrayal. Instead, it was something far more emotional. Behind the laughter, the friendship, and the connection everyone could see, there was a reality neither of them openly discussed for a very long time. The story reaches back to 1996, when two young actors arrived on the set of Titanic. At the time, neither Leonardo DiCaprio nor Kate Winslet could have predicted that they were about to become one of cinema's most unforgettable duos. Audiences eventually fell in love with Jack and Rose, but many people were equally fascinated by the relationship that developed when the cameras stopped rolling. Their connection appeared effortless. Spending time together seemed natural rather than forced, and a unique friendship formed almost immediately.
Leo, I'm so happy I can stand here and tell you how much I love you and how much I've loved you for 13 years.
Kate later recalled how comfortable she felt around Leonardo from the beginning. According to her, he could make her laugh in ways nobody else on set could. Leonardo shared similar feelings, explaining that working alongside her never felt like a job.
Who was your favorite leading lady kiss?
I'm just gonna go with, Kate Winslet, good old classic.
So he said that I was the best kiss he'd ever had on screen. I can tell you right now, he hated it. And he would complain bitterly. Yeah, but we had
Not at all.
They were young, yet there was a rare level of trust between them that appeared almost instantly. What started as a professional partnership slowly evolved into something much deeper than an ordinary friendship. Their bond was difficult to define. It was not publicly described as romance, yet it carried an unusual level of closeness. They joked constantly, exchanged playful remarks, knew each other's scenes inside and out, and spent much of their free time together. Rather than disappearing into separate spaces between takes, they often sat side by side, talking and laughing.
Kate is one of my longest friends and the best actress in the business, in my opinion.
So I can sort of see the shape of his eyeball change, and I will know what that means or what he's thinking. And I would say probably he would feel the same about me.
The connection extended beyond the production itself. Once filming ended, they did not drift apart the way many co-stars do after a major project. Instead, they remained a significant presence in each other's lives. Phone calls continued. They attended important events for one another. They appeared at premieres and even spent vacations together. Despite this extraordinary closeness, neither attached a romantic label to what they shared. Still, observers frequently wondered if friendship alone explained everything. Rumors circulated among people who worked around them. Some claimed there was an undeniable energy between the pair, not uncomfortable or awkward, but something unspoken that seemed impossible to ignore. Publicly, both stars dismissed those suggestions. They consistently described themselves as friends.
You didn't come as a couple tonight, did you?
Yeah, we came together.
Did you really?
Absolutely.
Oh, very cool. Great. Is there something we ought to know?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. We're good buddies.
Yet the reality behind that friendship appears to have been more complicated than many realized. Although they became incredibly close, they never crossed into a traditional romantic relationship. The question remained, why? Over the next 2 decades, they continued serving as constants in each other's lives. Through professional success, heartbreak, personal struggles, and major life changes, they repeatedly found their way back to one another. When Kate married in 2003, Leonardo was there. Years later, when Leonardo finally received his long-awaited Oscar, Kate was among the people celebrating most passionately. After Kate's divorce in 2010, Leonardo was reportedly one of the first people she turned to. Despite all of that history, they never officially became a couple. People close to them have suggested that early on they may have reached an understanding not to jeopardize what they already had. Kate once hinted that preserving their connection mattered too much to risk damaging it. Leonardo later expressed similar thoughts, describing her as his closest friend within the entertainment industry, and someone unlike anyone else he had ever known.
Leo and all of them.
I mean, I'm always thrilled when people I love do well.
And I love you very much.
And we were partners together, you know, we held each other's hand and supported each other.
Those statements only fueled speculation. According to individuals familiar with their friendship, there were moments when the boundary between friendship and something more seemed unclear. Certain conversations, lingering looks, and private exchanges reportedly carried a level of intimacy that left observers wondering whether deeper feelings existed beneath the surface. Yet whenever circumstances seemed favorable, another obstacle appeared. Sometimes life simply moved them in different directions. At other times, fear may have played a role. Leonardo developed a reputation for avoiding long-term commitment, often making headlines for high-profile relationships that rarely lasted. Kate pursued a different path, focusing more heavily on marriage, family life, and stability. Even while traveling down separate roads, they remained emotionally connected in a way neither could fully replace. For years, they described their relationship as profound, genuine, and enduring. Still, they insisted it was never romantic.
You and Leonardo DiCaprio are still pals because you meet so many people in your life, but you two just clicked.
Yeah, we did. I think for Leo and I, it was 7 months of very intense work. We were both really very young, and luckily, and this is the fortunate thing, we never fancied each other.
Right.
I know, that's really annoying to hear. I'm sorry, but we really never did, and so it did mean that we were just able to have this, you know,
pals.
Yeah, and be able to tease each other, and which we still do, and you know, so it's really amazing.
Very strong friendship, which is fantastic.
Then came the moment that changed how many people viewed their entire story. At age 50, Leonardo reportedly opened up in a way that surprised almost everyone. The revelation did not emerge during a flashy publicity campaign or a major press event. Instead, it happened during a quieter conversation. Asked whether he regretted never settling down and building a life with someone, he did not avoid the question. Rather than changing the subject, he paused and offered an answer few expected. He mentioned Kate. According to the account, Leonardo referred to her as the love he could never have. Those words instantly reignited years of theories, rumors, and fan speculation. He reportedly explained that they had always been there for one another, but circumstances never aligned. He suggested that part of him feared damaging the bond they already shared. Losing her entirely seemed more frightening than never taking the chance. The confession carried a painful implication. It was not that he lacked feelings for her. If anything, the opposite may have been true. The suggestion was that his affection ran so deep, he could not risk destroying what they already had. Sometimes the greatest fear is not beginning a relationship, but watching an irreplaceable connection disappear. Leonardo reportedly described Kate as someone unique in his life. Unlike many people he met after becoming famous, she knew him before global stardom transformed everything. Around her, he never felt pressure to perform or present a carefully crafted image. She understood the person behind the celebrity. According to him, that level of understanding is extraordinarily rare.
Kate, my dear friend, I continue to be awestruck. I continue to admire that your strength, your integrity, your talent, and your passion to every single project that you create. So without further ado, one of the great talents of my generation, the one and only Kate Winslet.
Leo is my love of my life.
Life, however, continued moving forward. Both entered other relationships. Kate married. Leonardo dated other people. Yet he allegedly admitted that none of those experiences carried the same emotional significance as his connection with Kate. When asked whether he ever wondered what might have happened under different circumstances, his answer was reportedly simple: every day. What made the story even more emotional was Kate's response. When questioned about Leonardo's remarks, she reportedly did not dismiss them or attempt to correct the narrative. Instead, she took a moment before answering. According to reports, her voice grew emotional as she reflected on what they had shared. Kate explained that her friendship with Leonardo represented one of the few aspects of her life untouched by the pressures and chaos that often accompany fame. Being around him reminded her of a version of herself that existed before worldwide attention changed everything. She said he made her feel truly seen in a way few others ever had. She also acknowledged that there were moments when she wondered what might happen if they stopped holding back. There were occasions when she considered the possibility of becoming something more. Yet the same fear that affected Leonardo affected her as well. The prospect of losing such a meaningful friendship felt overwhelming. According to Kate, it sometimes seemed as though both were waiting for the other person to be ready, yet they never reached that point simultaneously.
You know that you can push her to her limits. What does that mean?
Again, I have no idea. You didn't think that worked, did you? And he would say, no, what, how do you know that? I was like, babe, come on. And by the way, it did completely work. And we sometimes didn't know whether what we were doing was
It's just great to have somebody after you do a take to say, how was that? Was that right?
Do I really suck? I suck, right? I really suck. No, you don't.
Whenever one appeared emotionally available, the other was moving through a different chapter of life. Timing continually stood between them. When she was asked directly whether she loved him, her reported response carried tremendous weight. She acknowledged those feelings, while also suggesting that life itself prevented the story from unfolding differently. Many fans point to Revolutionary Road as another chapter in their unusual relationship. In that film, they portrayed a married couple whose relationship was falling apart. One particularly emotional scene featured Kate breaking down while Leonardo held her. Viewers saw powerful acting. What many did not know, according to later comments, was how personally the scene affected her. Kate reportedly explained that the moment felt uncomfortably close to emotions she had spent years carrying. The scene was completed in a single take, without repeated attempts. She later admitted that it opened something inside her emotionally, something she never completely closed again. Looking back across decades, it becomes easier to understand why their story continues captivating people. They spent years calling each other best friends, yet many now believe the connection existed somewhere between friendship and romance. It was more meaningful than an ordinary friendship, yet it never fully transformed into a romantic partnership. Perhaps that is what makes the story so difficult for people to forget. They did not experience a dramatic breakup. There was no public betrayal or explosive ending. Instead, they simply never allowed themselves to take the final step. Timing appears repeatedly throughout their story. When one seemed ready, the other was focused elsewhere. Careers expanded, relationships began and ended, marriages happened, opportunities emerged. Travel, work, and personal responsibilities constantly shifted their paths. They remained close enough to feel each other's presence, but never quite close enough to build a life together.
People are always so excited to see Leo and myself in the same space.
And Kate? That's my homegirl.
She's my homie.
We're very, very, very close and really stuck together.
That's my girl.
And Kate Winslet being your main award groupie. You to get another Oscar, or Leo to get his first.
Oh,
what do you
Leo.
go for?
Leo. Oh, definitely.
It's probably going to be Leo's year.
When I walk down the streets and random strangers saying to me, it's Leo's year, you know, there's something very touching about that.
I've been so focused on Leo and him winning everything.
Leonardo spent much of his adult life associated with brief, highly publicized romances. Headlines frequently focused on his dating life, yet none of those relationships appeared permanent. Kate pursued lasting commitments, raised children, and experienced the challenges that come with building a family. Even so, through every major life event, they somehow remained connected. Within Hollywood, many people have long viewed them as two individuals who seemed destined for each other. Despite that perception, neither crossed the line that might have transformed possibility into reality. They protected their friendship carefully, perhaps more carefully than anything else. Leonardo once suggested that he generally avoids dwelling on the past. Yet whenever Kate entered the conversation, hesitation reportedly followed. The implication was clear. She represented one of the few unanswered questions he continued carrying with him. The tragedy of their story may not be a lack of love. Instead, it may be that the love was strong enough to make them afraid. Preserving something precious became more important than risking its destruction. In safeguarding their friendship, they may have sacrificed the chance to discover what could have existed beyond it. Today, people continue wondering whether the story is truly finished. Kate is no longer married. The circumstances that once stood in their way have changed dramatically over time. Fans still ask the question neither seemed willing to answer when they were younger. Could there still be another chapter? What do you think? Were Leo and Kate always meant to be more than friends, or was preserving their bond the right choice? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating Hollywood stories and celebrity revelations.